Hi YouTube, it's day 2 of my a month of 5 a day. It's been really interesting and exciting, and other than the fact I got soaked walking a dog this afternoon, it's actually been a lot of fun. It's also been quite mathematical though, because the 5 a day campaign was actually set up so that the UK tried to have about 400 grams a day of fruit and veg, split into 5 easy portions so that you had a mixture of different fruit and veg. In 80 grams of easy to consume portions. But it seems that everything nowadays is classed at different kind of sizes or portion sizes. So for instance, this, which is a Crazy Cola Raisins, which as you can see is one of my 5 a day, as the branding says, is 25 grams. Now conventionally the 80 grams goes out the window, but does that mean that I still need to measure out all of my fruit so that it's about 80 grams? Well no, and that's the issue, is everything's a different amount. So you also have things like this, which is a innocent smoothie for kids. Yes, I'm a kid at heart, I love these. So this is a portion of fruit and veg, but it has half an apple, half an orange, a third of a banana, and the list goes on in terms of fruits. But this still only counts as a portion, but you're putting together half an apple and half an orange, which you'd assume would be one portion in itself. So as I said, it's confusing. So this obviously isn't 2, but it's also more than 1. And that's where yesterday was an issue. Despite the fact I was buying a Boost juice bar drink from an international franchise, they still didn't know, or no one's been able to tell me, how many portions was in this Cherry Crush yesterday. Because there was strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and a type of juice in here. But no one could tell me how many portions it is. Makes it really difficult for me to be able to go out during this month already, in terms of, well, unless I cook it from scratch and I follow the guidelines on websites that I find, saying a handful, a tablespoon, a half, a quarter of this or other fruit, etc. I don't know how many portions I'm having per meal. Does this mean now that I need to try and assume that everything's 1 portion or less? Is it more? How do I work that out? And that's the difficulty. I think the beginning of the month is going to be a lot about measuring things out, getting an idea of this amount of salad equals that amount of portions, or working out whether it's not enough. So as you can tell, it's been quite interesting, but also difficult at the same time. Yesterday we ordered Domino's, because you do when you're stressed. That despite the fact that in America that they would class that as a portion of fruit or veg because of the tomato sauce, and despite the fact that I had double tomato sauce on my pizza, because I wasn't sure, and because I thought, well, it probably doesn't, it meant that I had a meal where I couldn't eat fruit or veg, which meant I then had to have a dessert which was fully fruit and veg to try and make sure that I got the target for that day. Now, of course, I eat really late, so it means that on top of eating a massive pizza, I'm then having to eat a dessert. So it's really already having to change my diet across the board to be able to go, wait a sec, I can't just try and eat 5 portions of fruit and veg in just one sitting. It's too filling. That I have to try and spread it out, and this means that breakfast has changed, lunch has changed, and dinner. It's not a case of being able to say, oh well, I'll just do fruit and veg for 1 or 2 of the meals. It's actually really hard, because already, I mean, this drink yesterday was stupidly filling that I didn't end up eating lunch until 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because I felt so full after that I was just, I can't eat anymore. At which point I had to eat a salad, which took me 45 minutes to eat. So by the time I then was eating dinner, it was, gone 11. it's not an easy thing to then just try and up and shift your whole diet with one simple thing: 5 fruit and veg a day religiously. I mean, it sounds bizarre, but it is more difficult than you assume when you're being really strict about it. We are so strict with the diets that we're on and other things. I mean, I've seen people on keto diets, Atkins diets, all these kind of other things, where because they are being strict, they do lose weight. But then they gain it all back again. There's the documentary, Fat, Sick and Nearly Dying, where one of the guys who takes part in it loses 200 pounds of weight from doing this diet. 3 years on, they filmed the second one, and he's gained it all back after a rather messy divorce. All of 200 pounds. Now, they help him get it back off again, but it's an issue of, well, will he just put it back on again? 10 years down the line, will he be back up to 400 and however many pounds of weight? So that's why I really wanted to do this challenge. I want to be healthy, and I want it to be a long-term thing. I don't want it to be a flash-in-the-pan diet, but a positive change. I just didn't realise how much it would be in terms of changing my whole diet. So it's day 2, and it's already interesting. So I would really recommend that you try this out. I know it's day 2 in July, but maybe start from next week or start from today and go, I'm going to do it for 30 days. I'd love to hear what you think, what you would class as a portion, whether you want to take part in something, how you manage to get your portions of fruit and veg in every day. If you don't, do you regret it, or were you like me just going, I'm fine? Is there any hints or tips that you suggest, or are you thinking that I'm just crazy and you're just going to go away now? Either way, please subscribe. I'd love to have you follow me on this journey. I will put the links down below so you can check out yesterday's rambling of a blog post, and the rest I'll update as they go on. Seriously, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going to have raspberries and porridge. Yay! And now I'm going to go and enjoy my innocent smoothie for kids.